that feat, and it's called One Too Many. Drunk is seeing two eyes on a six-eyed Flavian, thinking that three tongues are better than one. Senses so dull that the nipple lumps on her chest and her collared razor strikes look good in the G-string. Drunk is going back to her ship to meet her two dads and three moms, who are also her brothers, agreeing to drink one more toast of green wine from her layered lips. Drunk is saying "Yotso," which means "I do" in Flavian, being carried to the bridal bed of thorns, unsure if I'm clear as to which pole is which. Ah, to be sober on a Flavian plain, a rusting red and turquoise soil that slithers beneath my toes, respirator fused with my face, nano implants in my now telescoping eyes, focusing on three orange cephalopods, running toward me, fangs dripping in ochre vapor, calling, "Daddy, Daddy, you're home." This one is more mundane and perhaps back down to earth. It's arisen from when I was a child. I had bad astigmatism, and it's called Halos. "It's just your eyes," she said. "There are no angels in the lights, no halos smiling down at you." I squinted at her, my glasses misplaced, and smiled at the red grace of archangels in the poles. This other one is another, a little bit more back down to earth. It's called Life Lessons. White birds ripple, the glass circling low. We in the silver canoe are stoic, stumps jutting from the lost forest that thrived before the dam. He fidgets next to us, blue and red jacket zipped against the cold, trying to hold still the short rod with the cartoon face reel. He wants to catch a speckled whale with a plastic training weight dangling on his line. It will never happen, no matter how hard he tries. And a little touch of humor I'll throw in for this one. This is a little, well, this one's different. I'll tell you what, I want to make an attempt at one longer poem, and I'll finish with it because it's a little bit long. I think we'll have time for that and then go forward. This one is, I've gotten a lot of good feedback, but it's a ghost story dealing with Galveston, Texas, and 7 hauntings and 7 storms, Galveston, Texas, and it's 7 parts, so I'll go through each year, so it's like reading 7 different poems. Dealing with each year will be a major storm that hit Galveston, focusing on a piece of property. 1900. The unexplained child, naked and cold on hard sand, a splattering of green paint on her thigh, claimed by no one on the island. Jane Doe, number 8. As he fell, his skin catching the trail of blue paint falling with him, the man with the gray eyes still imagines himself on the ladder, glaring through the open window of the exposed leg of the owner's sleeping girl, knowing the emptiness of the house, the timing of those gone to market, and the time needed to raise the breeches to gain his desire. Yet the rung he thought was there wasn't, and he fell. As he saw the dark-haired Jane staring down at him from loose shingles on the roof, her form dissipating as the sky reeled, the words "no more" ringing in his mind. A shout that flooded him as the ground reached for him, breaking the shell of his existence, releasing him into darkness, opening the gateway to hell. In the horizon, a red sky rose. This death would not be noticed. 1922. 7 times in 7 nights she tried to sleep in the room facing the street as a rising moan of the trees strained in the wind. A cold touch creeped onto her leg and pushed into her. She dreamed of green hands now bloody with her virginity. Screaming, she woke family who admonished her folly. "It's a dream. It's just a storm. It'll pass. Go back to bed. Don't wake us again." 7 nights and 7 times she lost her virgin soul to the paint-splashed hand that formed in the fold of her dress, reaching into her, warm warm tears running on her cold skin, the room washed in blue light from a mid-month moon. On the 8th night, a sharp edge, guided by a maddened hand, ended the pleasures of the spectre like spilled paint. Her light flowed in the white sheets as cloud occluded the moon. 1932. It is unbearable. Nothing grows in this house. The plants die within days. Trees are skeletal halls. Farms for termites and ants. Shadows run from the rooms whenever light interrupts the empty dark, and the wood wails in the rain. A wounded dog dying in pain. And now this storm isolates us. We are prisoners to the wounds, scarring the eaves and planks. I am going insane here, insane. Listening to the rhythm of swollen beams, listening to the sobbing of the stains of red, lingering on the bedroom floor, feeling the twisting torture of a natural wood assaulted by nature as my wife sits in a room down the hall, huddled with our 2 hushed children. No one on the outside will hear over the thunder. The lament of broken weather on the frame of this soiled house. The final crossing of the edge, the paint can with the loose top knocked over in an argument with the children, fomenting to rage with the storm. 4 bullets in the chambers, just enough. 1947. 1 death, only 1 death. The entire city sighed in relief, not bothering to ask, not interested to seek the cause of a man crucified on a wall by his nails, the remnants of broken branches ripped from a dying oak by minimal winds, and a wail that echoed in the air like a sick fog stinking of sulfur. Such a queer accident. It will make the house harder to sell, the realtor thinks, pounding another sign in front. 1960. The locomotion of evolution brought the Masons crowd, dislocating the walls and memories of the old house into a heap, installing new veins to power a blue glass sign. Fast food has come with the fast times, neon splashed across the facade, a drive-in window, instant nourishment, instant pleasure, the ice cream dilly bar, peanuts and caramel and vanilla on a stick, but the doors shut after 2 months, and the next door shut, and the doors thereafter. Fried chicken, roasted chicken, burgers and malts, fish and chips, tamales and tacos, barbacoa and cilantro. Cajun food, soul food, New Age food, each variation ending in the same darkness. There is something about this place, this location. Nothing grows in it. Everything that touches it dies. Owners, customers, workers, the auto that broke through the front gate, killing 3, a foot misdirected to the wrong pedal, the stray dog found on the front walk, flies festering. Always an excuse, always the same emptiness. As Carla's black skin caresses the silk of the island, she directs her mind into this unholy emptiness, this place of accidents, death, and failure, and rips off its roof. Glass, neon tubing, drive-in speaker, attic joists and frames scattered to the ebony sky. The foundation and frame remain eyeless with its broken glass, but the air still hangs in the mold. This ground cannot be cleansed. 1983. Restoration, thaw Victorian splendor erects a facade on the old beams and bones, wood, window, and walls taken from the remnants of the corpses of other homes long lost. Pink and purple paint announce the new owners, a revival of old things in old times, plaster angels molded on the pillars of the new porch, but still the rafters moan in a light wind. August blows of Alicia's wake, the curved glass which shimmered in the old frames, now knives, sliced into their rooms. The owners confident in their work, now sleeping forever in red sheets. 2008, the unexplained child. Naked and cold on the splintering wood, a splash of green paint on her thigh, claimed by no one in the aisle, Jane Doe number 8. The floodwaters rise, the corner studs hold, the peeling skin clinging to the frame. The unoccupied house, the place even rats refuse to enter. Stairs still go up to a barren floor, perfect for the commission of dark crimes in a dark place at such a dark moment. The man with the hidden face looks down on number 9, already unconscious from his blows. The girl with no name, with whom no one will claim or miss. The wind still screaming the unnoticed death. As the floorboards buckle and he falls to the point of a broken beam, he sees a fading, dark-haired Jane hanging to the words, "No more," ringing in his mind. Outside, the green sky roils as the wind pushes to cleanse the foundation.